everyone, my name is Johanna and I am currently a second-year dental student at Roseman College of Dental Medicine, and today I will be presenting on our ongoing project titled Evaluating the Impact of Various Beverages on Enamel in a Simulated Oral Environment. So to give you some perspective why we conducted this study is because we found that beverage consumption can lead to enamel erosion, staining, and demineralization, posing significant risks to dental health. Acidic and sugary beverages, particularly those with low pH levels, accelerate enamel erosion and demineralization, especially when saliva's protective effects are diminished. Beverages like tea, coffee, and even sugar-free sodas can cause enamel erosion and staining, with damage influenced by pH, sugar content, and exposure duration. Existing research often focuses on short-term exposure to single beverages, underscoring the need for studies that simulate real-life consumption and saliva's protective role. And while some studies have used distilled water as a controlled Hank's balanced salt solution, where HBSS offers a more accurate simulation of saliva's protective effects, providing clinically relevant insights into beverage-induced dental erosion. So the objective of our study was to assess the long-term impact of multiple beverages on dental health through simulation of regular consumption patterns with quantitative analysis of enamel erosion, staining, and other physical changes over a 4-week period. So for our study design, we utilized 80 extracted human teeth, which were divided into 8 groups. The first group being a control group, which was in the HBSS solution, and the remaining 7 experimental groups were exposed to different beverages. This study is to be conducted in a 4-week study duration with weekly measurements taken. For exposure protocol, we have daily 1-hour immersion in the respective beverages, rinsing with distilled water after immersion, the teeth stored in HBSS for the remaining 23 hours, with our control group stored exclusively in the HBSS, and weekly change out of the solution. For our visual assessment, we have high resolution photos at baseline and weekly. We're taking these images in consistent lighting and angles, evaluating the staining and erosions, using MHJ for colorimetric analysis, so we're able to have a comparison between experimental and control groups. For our beverage measurements, the pH is measured using a digital pH meter with the sugar concentration measured with a refractometer, and the baseline and weekly pH and sugar content recorded with, of course, HBSS as the neutral control. We are taking measurements of enamel loss and hardness, with weight measurements taken at baseline and weekly, the tooth being dried before weighing, weight loss assessed for surface erosion, surface hardness measured with durimeter tester, tracking enamel hardness changes over time, and expecting the minimal changes in the HBSS control group. So while we are still at the early stages of our project, we are energized by the potential of this research to deepen our understanding of how our beverage choices influence our teeth. I want to take this time to give some acknowledgements to all the authors involved in this study. Thank you for your contributions. And of course, thank you to the Clinical Outcome Research and Education at Roseman University of Health Science College and Dental Medicine for the support of this study. And of course, thank you all for your time and interest, and thank you for listening to my presentation.